Watching Rock in the Morning short report. It is April 1st, April Fool's Day. It's 7:07 in the morning, and we're going to look at the short interest on AMC first. AMC's short interest currently is at 20.57%. That's short interest of the free float. Next up, we are going to GME, GameStop. GameStop had major news yesterday on it seeking a stock split. The short interest is currently sitting at 22.17%. Next up, we will go to the FOMO list that we see on our charts here. The FOMO list are some of the biggest movers in the pre-market. BLBX, that's black box stocks, is one of the ones at the top there, sitting at 38% up on the day. Current short interest of that free float is at 0.41%. Next up, we have HUSN. That's Hudson Capital. HUSN. Let's go over our short interest here, and that's 0.7%. Always feels right to check out some short interest in the mornings. LVL or LVLU. Lulu's Fashion. Let's check out our short interest here. We're at 0.3 so far, some lower short interest ones. Now, we do know about EasyGo. We've been talking about this one for a few weeks now on the channel. EasyGo, last I checked. So that one's at 1.7. So EasyGo, is it also EVGo? Is that the one we were saying? EVGo? All of these are in Go EV. All these Go ones are hard to keep track of sometimes. So we just went over our GME one. CSSE is our next one here. Chicken Soup for the Soul. We have Chicken Soup for the Soul sitting at 14.12%. I used to read those books when I was a kid. I remember my mom had given me a book. We have DD Global. DD's at 1.07%. We have YMM. Full Truck Alliance, YMM. Sitting at 4.1%. VNet is next, VNET. It's VNet. Sitting at 9.53%. We'll check one more that had just been on there but is now off. That was VRNT. And that's Variant Systems. Or was that VNRT? Let me see. It might have been VNRT. No, it was VRNT. Okay, cool. Next up, let's go ahead and we will check some plays that have been very popular in the community this week. One of them being Mullen, M-U-L-N, Mullen. Let's check out the short interest percent of free float. We're sitting at 16.03%. So far, that's sitting around, what's that, third or fourth on our list of highest short interest that we've gone over so far this morning, with GME, AMC being at the top there. And I think there was one, wasn't BLBX somewhere up there? Next one will be HYMC. What a fun play to watch. HYMC, Highcroft Mining. So Highcroft Mining is bonus point on the threshold list as well. We'll see right there in the red. And it's also at 7.8% current short interest of the free float. Let's check out BBIG. BBIG's been really fun to watch. I know that I've had eyes on this one. Not financial advice, but I've just been watching a little bit here. And that one is now at 16.09%. And it is also on the threshold list. Let's check out IMPP. That's our Imperial Petroleum. This one's been moving a little bit as well. Been keeping eyes on that in the community of Bulldog Trading. This one's now at 0% and it's on the threshold list. This is IMPP. We'll check out INDO. This is Indonesia. Let's get that in there. Oh, INDO. I don't know why that one is not coming up. Let me try it one more time. There we go. Checking out INDO's short interest here. Also at 0%, but also on the threshold list. We might not have the data for them ready right now. Let's look at DRCT was on the top of the FOMO list just the other day. That was Direct Digital Holdings. Short on this one. is at 15.4%, and it is also on the threshold list. We're looking at any, ANY, any. That was Sphere 3D Group. Any is sitting at 7.4%. Let's look at Mara, M-A-R-A. Mara. Mara is sitting at 18.67%. Let's look at Riot. In this sector, we're looking at some of our crypto mining plays and their short interest at the moment. We're looking at 18.2% for Riot. So both Mara and Riot are decently climbing there in percentages. Let's look at BITF. That's going to be Bitfarms. Going through here. Bitfarms is not available at the moment on that one. So that's going to conclude some of our look around at the most popular that have been talked of in the community in the past week. But let's go ahead and let's check out the actual list here. That's going to be some of the short extreme data for us here. And on this data, this is going to be all of our stocks arranged in a short score form, where you can see above my head right up there. And you'll see that TTCF is at the top of compiled data here. Joanne, Canoe, that was that Go EV. Weber, Blink, and then EV Go. FUV, Beam as well. That one's been an interesting one. VLNS and RBOT. BMTX, SDC, Sweet Green, Solo Brands, Sensionics, Janix, App Harvest, Lyle, Circuit, Arcimoto, Lion Electric Company, and Lemonade. So what we're just reading through right on there was some that maybe are fun to keep an eye on, just because there's such extreme shorted stocks at the moment, and a couple of other factors there getting them up here. I would suggest to always, for myself, I do my own research on all these. This isn't in any way saying just dive into any of these, but it could be extra eyes on them, adding to some volatility. Okay, so that's there. And one of the other things I like to add into our short reports is just a quick look around of what is real-time trending on our Google Trends, just to see if there are any different sectors that are being talked about a lot to get our day ready for us. So we do see that on the first one is we have autism and World Autism Awareness Day, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, Jamaica, April Fool's Day. We see Minnesota, Gudi Padwa, and police officer in Ohio, 1950, United States Consensus, and Richard Nixon. That would conclude the trending topics, and let's go ahead and add on to that our threshold list for Thursday, March 31st, to inform ourselves for today, Friday, April Fool's Day. AGRI is at the top, AHI, BBIG, BEAM, BKSC, Beyond, CELZ, CWBC, CYRN, Dene, DPRO, DRCT, DRMA. We got Design Therapeutics and MClare, Faraday Future, First Trust, Guard Force. That's GFAI, HYDR. There's our HYMC and IMPP, MCLDW. MFH, NCTY, OP, Pathfinder and KidPick, Renew Energy, Sunshine, SOPA, SOXQ, SYTA, and Wisdom Tree. So all of those ones right there were our threshold security listed stocks right here. I'm going to slow scroll through this one backwards. So one thing I like to keep an eye out for is we just went through a list earlier on our Ortex. Thank you, Ortex, for some of our highest short scored stocks. And I am noticing some crossovers here. That's some of the ways that I like to work in things in confluence and conjunction. So that's going to conclude today's short report with R.o.C. Rock in the Mornings. Thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Trading today, April Fool's Day 2022. Thank you so much. Have a great day.